Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been anywhere near the internet lately, you know exactly what we're talking about today. We are breaking down a literal cultural phenomenon. Your feeds have probably been completely hijacked by the boys' love, or BL genre, but right now, there's one specific show that's just completely shattering expectations. I'm talking about GMMTV's newest flagship series, The Next Big Hit. It's not just trending, guys, it is fundamentally rewriting the playbook for how a global series launches.
Now, let's look at the sheer scale of this for a second. 100 million views. Yep, you heard that right. According to YouTube trending data pulled on the morning of May 3, 2026, the series crossed the 100 million mark. And the absolute craziest part, it did this in just its first week. I mean, hitting that number is a massive win for any show, but doing it in a matter of days, that proves we are way past this being some niche market. We are looking at a full-blown, mainstream, global event.
So, here's how we're going to tackle this today. First, we'll look at the global BL craze, then we'll go inside the next big hit. After that, we'll check out how it's dominating the Philippines and Australia charts, dive into the fan frenzy, and finally, talk about this golden era of storytelling. All right, let's jump right into Section 1. The global BL craze.
So everything really tracks back to the GMTV 2026 Up and Above event. For years now, GMTV has pretty much been the absolute gold standard for Thai BL productions, constantly pushing the boundaries. But you know, when the next big hit was announced at this specific launchpad event, industry watchers instantly knew the network was cooking up something different. This wasn't just going to be another show on the roster. It was very clearly positioned as a massive flagship title aimed straight at a worldwide audience.
Moving right along to Section 2. Inside the next big hit. Let's get into the core of it. This 2026 flagship series is all about a high-stakes, forced collaboration. You've got two rival musicians, played, by the way, by some of GMTV's absolute fan favorites, and they're forced to work together on a track that could literally save both of their careers. It's a classic setup, sure, but the way they execute it with this modern, high-pressure twist is just incredible.
Honestly, the tension built into this premise is a total masterclass in storytelling. You have that classic, delicious, enemies-to-partners dynamic right out of the gate. Add in the immense external pressure of a career-saving song, and the stakes are through the roof. But let's be real, the true catalyst driving those 100 million views, it's the phenomenal breakout chemistry of the leads. The internet has basically crowned them the It Boys of 2026, and their dynamic on screen takes a really great script and turns it into an undeniable, deeply emotional, record-breaking experience.
Which brings us to Section 3, dominating PH and AU charts. This comparison perfectly captures the show's insane crossover power. It really proves this is a heavyweight contender in international markets, not just a passing internet fad. In the Philippines, which, by the way, has historically been a huge stronghold for BL, the next big hit isn't just doing well. It is actively beating out highly anticipated local streaming dramas to sit comfortably at #1. And then, over in Australia, we're seeing a completely different but equally massive metric, gigantic spikes on Google Trends. Australian fans are frantically searching for the actors and driving this incredible demand for official merch from the GMMTV shop. That kind of cross-hemisphere dominance is exactly why this is a global event. And, you know, it's not just the visual storytelling pulling people in, the music is completely taking over. The production quality this year has leveled up so much. We're talking cinematic visuals paired with an original soundtrack that is actually topping the iTunes World Music charts right now. To really put that into perspective, Billboard Philippines went ahead and officially dubbed the OST a global force track. Seriously, when Billboard calls your show's music a global force, you have officially conquered the mainstream pop culture consciousness.
All right, on to Section 4, the fan frenzy. 2 million. Just let that number sink in for a second. According to data from World of BL and GMTV's own analytics, the premiere episode generated over 2 million tweets in just its first 3 hours. 3 hours! I mean, the live chat during the premiere was moving so fast, it was literally unreadable. That level of intense, immediate digital engagement is exactly the kind of fuel that blasts a show onto trending pages globally and keeps it glued there.
And this frenzy is leaving a massive footprint all over the internet. On Instagram, these lead actors are gaining hundreds of thousands of followers a day. If you head over to Reddit, the GMTV community is just overflowing with deep dive theories, with fans obsessively decoding every hidden meaning in the latest music video. Oh, and out in the real world, the demand for fan meets is off the charts. Fans in Manila and Sydney are already mobilizing, basically trying to manifest a massive world tour for the Signals era of the show.
It is incredibly clear that the breakout chemistry of these leads is cementing them as absolute industry heavyweights. Just look at where they stand in the larger GMTV 2026 lineup now. They are standing shoulder to shoulder with beloved powerhouse couples like Gemini 4th and First Cow Tongue. Fans are already calling their dynamic the collab of the year, which proves they didn't just arrive on the scene. They skyrocketed straight to the top of the roster.
Finally, Section 5, a golden era.
When you zoom out, the phenomenal success of the next big hit really shows just how far the BL genre has evolved. You combine this top-tier production with incredible music and genuine raw emotion, and that 100 million view milestone proves one very simple thing: love is a universal story. When you build a high-stakes narrative with a cast this good, it truly doesn't matter where it's made. These stories are crossing borders, transcending languages, and resonating with people from Manila to Sydney and everywhere in between. It's just a huge, beautiful win for global representation.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a little something to think about. Seeing this explosive, chart-topping success, why do you think the BL genre is resonating so deeply with audiences all over the world right now? What's the secret sauce driving 100 million views in a single week? And hey, as you dive deeper into the GMTV universe, who is your ultimate fixed couple? Think it over. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to break down this absolute cultural phenomenon.